Hello and welcome to this series on the 6 thinking hats. My name is Rukmini Iyer and I'm a regular speaker with the Help Library. In this 4-part series based on Edward De Bono's concept of the 6 thinking hats, we will attempt to understand what the 6 hats are all about and look at ways to integrate them into our thinking process. I find this a particularly useful concept right now, given the circumstances, the continuing scare around COVID-19 and its impact. It's easy in this situation to be consumed by fake news, by fear around the insecurities around our health, uncertainties around our jobs and businesses. And of course, all of this is intensified for some of us even further because of lack of social contact. The 6 thinking hats, devised in the early 1980s by Edward De Bono, is a method of thinking that allows us to have a holistic approach in these challenging times. It can be applied to you as an individual, as well as by your teams at work, by your families, and even children. This is the first of a 4-part series on this subject, and in this video, we will aim to understand what the hats are all about. There are 6 metaphorical hats, and you as a thinker can symbolically put on or take off one of these hats to indicate to yourself and sometimes to others around you the kind of thinking that is being used. Doing this consciously can help you shift deliberately from one thought process to another without getting stuck in one idea, one point of view, or one emotion. So let's understand these 6 different colored hats. The white hat covers facts, figures, information needs, and gaps. So when I say I think I need some white hat thinking at this point, it means that let me drop the arguments or preconceived notions and look at the proven facts. Red hat thinking is about intuition, about feelings and emotions. The red hat allows the thinker to put forward an emotion or an intuition without having to justify it. So, for example, when I say, I think this is a terrible idea, the red hat gives me full permission to openly express my feelings about a certain issue. Of course, if you're using the red hat in a team context or with your family, please let them know that you're engaging in the 6 hats so that you avoid any misunderstandings. The black hat is a hat of judgment and caution. It's a really valuable hat. It can be used to point out when an idea or a suggestion does not fit the facts or the available experience or the system around us right now. Black hat centers us in reality, and it must always be logical. The yellow hat is what's called the logical positive. Yellow hat is about why something will work and what are the benefits that it offers. It can be used to look forward to the results of a proposed idea. It can also be used to find something of value, find something positive in what's already happened. Green hat thinking is the hat of creativity, of alternatives, of being out of the box, looking at what's interesting, what's possible, and what can change. And finally, the blue hat is the process control hat. The blue hat does not quite look at the subject itself, but it looks at the thinking process. So when I say, okay, I'm going to put on my blue hat, and when I put on my blue hat, I feel like I need to do more green hat thinking around the subject. That's an example of the way the blue hat can be used. Here you see an example of how the 6 hats thinking process can be used to deal with your reality of COVID-19, without being consumed by one aspect of the reality. For example, the white hat can encourage you to find more facts. What is COVID-19? What are proven ways to take care of myself in the situation? The red hat, when put on, allows us to express what we really feel. What am I really feeling right now? What am I scared of? Is there an intuition that I'm experiencing? The black hat allows us to be cautious. What are the things I must do or must not do? What are the precautions that I need to take in this process? Wearing the yellow hat allows us to look at what's positive. What does this opportunity allow me to do? What am I grateful for in this moment? The green hat looks at possibilities. What are the new habits that I can build right now? What is something that I have been perhaps postponing for a long period of time because of lack of time, and now I can start it? And finally, the blue hat allows us to collate all of these thought processes and come to a decision. How do I decide to confront, to work through COVID-19? And how do I act on my decisions? In the next 3 parts of the series, we will talk about pairs of hats, how to use them effectively, and navigate through polarities so that our decisions are well balanced and not affected by biases. Till then, take care and stay well.